Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33 and welcome back to Let's Play The Messenger. This is part 7. Last time, we had another long story in the Glacial Peaks. I'm sorry I didn't really mention that at the beginning of the video to skip ahead if you didn't want to see that. That was kind of my bad, like I did the last time. But then we also entered the Tower of Time where we're being tested. And we've been doing pretty well. We've died a few times, but we're ready to move on through this incredibly tough level with these lasers. These lasers are just everywhere in here. It's just like, oh my goodness, look at this section right here. I mean, this section actually isn't that bad at all. It just looks that way, right? And here's another shop right away. Wait, I thought the shop was physically behind that other door earlier. Oh, so this is the moment that got you? My shop is connected all over the world, and that's totally fine, but somehow it can't be in the same building twice. I can't believe you. Alright. So, I was saying last time that we were going to save up for the defense upgrade. So we're going to continue to do that. And let's see where we're at on the power seals. It's 35 to go, so we got a ways to go. Let's, we got some health there, we got some key points back. We're pretty stocked up here. It's looking like, maybe a boss, yeah. And so you made it through the test of will. Oh, we are so going to do the thing now. Prepare yourself, messenger, and behold the might of our order. You shall emerge as the chosen one, or not at all. Enough introductions, I'm going first. Alright, it's time for them to do the thing. Well, someone's excited. Been preparing this speech for decades, and he'll get over it. Let's go. Alright, they're gonna do the thing. What's the thing? Well, would you believe it? Another head and hands boss in this game? Like, we already did this. That's right, hand-to-hand combat part 2. This one's actually really fun. You can really kind of keep, if you're really good at this, you can really keep up the damage and kind of keep this going and not really worry about this part too much, as I got hit immediately. But yeah, you can just kind of keep laying the damage in here. They try to knock you away, but yeah, you can just keep going. I mean, as you do more damage, they're gonna still try to knock you away, but you can skip so much of this fight if you just are good. Like, we've done so much damage. The cloud stepping is just so good. Alright, well, we weren't able to dodge this, so now we got, this is like a classic boss attack right here, where they like attack the ground or whatever. This is like in so many games. I messed that up. We're gonna get it attacked here. But yeah, like that attack is in so many of games, not even just like this kind of attack. Alright, well, they had like a million attacks, but I destroyed that. It's a cool boss. It's probably a lot harder on your first go, but I think I did pretty well, and that's it. Look at that. We're just gonna teleport down here through this crystal. What a great start. Look at all these statues. Oh, I think he's coming. Please, let me do the prophecy bit this time. I'm staying out of this. Do whatever you want. Alright, what do we got here? And so you made it through the test of might. Okay, what's next? To fulfill the prophecy, you must now pass the test of faith by taking the leap. Leap of faith, literally. The leap? The leap, yes. I don't get it. Well, test of faith, leap of faith. Makes sense, no? Oh, just jump already. Come on, I was trying to have an epic moment here. Now, hero, lend your courage to hope and your strength to purpose, then dive into your destiny to emerge as the one true messenger. Alright. It's time to go. Take our leap of faith, and that's it. Well, we just died. That's it. That's the messenger. And now, for, you know, if you know anything about this game, you'll know that the messenger is not just an 8-bit styled game. That's right, it's 16-bit styled too. And now we are 16-bit messenger. And what does any of this mean besides all the songs sounding like they came out of the Sega Genesis now? Well, we'll find out. Oh, and there's that hooded spear guy who owned us on the Glacial Peak. He's back. But here we have the next level, which I believe is the Cloud Ruins. For some reason, the name is escaping me. I don't think it actually said it there, which is kind of weird. You know, that's a good start, actually, right there. Is just, you know, just take damage immediately from these spikes. This is a pretty tough level, too. It's got a pretty sweet song. Are you used to, like, this immediately changing? Like, how different is everything now, right? This is so wild. All the music's different and everything. The sound effects. What happened? I warped or something and everything looks different now. Hello? Okay, that is a really cool hat. Seriously, wow. Any idea what happened, though? Sorry, I just can't get over the hat. Alright, so... Still can't afford this. Nothing new there. So let's talk about the this here. Welcome to the Cloud Ruins. Hey, I said it right. Remnants of a civilization of giants used to live in the sky. This place is beautiful, but the structures feel precarious. Yeah, bad place if you're afraid of heights. How high am I? You mean in my opinion? What? Oh, geographically. Well, you entered the Tower of Time at the top of the mountain and then exited through the top of the tower. So I'd say fairly high. Enjoy the sights. New look. What's the deal with everything looking so different? You know, I was wondering how you're going to deal with the implications of time travel. It seems ignorance really is bliss. Pardon? That moment in the Tower of Time? Yeah. It sent you to the future. Neat. Yes, precisely, neat. So yeah, we're in the future now. Time travel. Alright, any stories? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a starving little boy who never missed a chance to help his fellow villagers. One day, after helping an old man carry a heavy bundle of wheat, he was offered a loaf of bread. Eat your fill, my boy, is well deserved, he began, but if you feel like helping even more, there are 2 gnomes hiding in the forest who are even hungrier than you are. Now that boy was an empathetic one, his mind was made up instantly. After a short hike, he found the gnomes and split the bread between the 2 of them, without even saving a bite for himself. Thank you, kind little boy, the gnomes beamed, it seems you have lifted our curse. Indeed, to punish them for their greed, a spirit had put them under a rather annoying spell. They were exiled to the forest, carrying a magic little mill capable of producing anything its bearer desired. But the little mill's magic would only be activated once the gnomes were fed by a stranger, acting out of selfless generosity. To starve while carrying a relic promising abundance, a cruel fate indeed. Now you can imagine the little boy's surprise when he was given the magic item. Name something you want while turning the crank to the right and the little mill will produce an endless stream of it, the gnomes explained. Turn it to the left and it will stop. After creating a huge pile of food for the 2 gnomes, the young boy went back to his village to help the populace with his newfound powers. But as he grew in popularity, his older sister grew in jealousy. One night she couldn't take it anymore and stole the little mill from her brother's bedside table, along with the 2 leftover pies from that afternoon's feast. Adding insult to injury, she left on the family's fishing boat to reach new lands, hoping to have return in the role of popular purveyor. Once out at sea, she decided to try one of the pies, to which her taste was lacking a little something. It was time to try that little mill's magic, she reckoned. Give me salt, she said, turning the crank to the right. And salt she got, heaps and heaps of it. Now, older sister had never bothered paying attention to how the mill could be stopped. Stop, little mill, stop, she shouted, first annoyed, then worried, then finally panicked. Salt soon overflowed the boat itself, sinking it under the weight. It is said that the sunken little mill is still operational to this day and is the reason why the seawater is salty. The end. That was interesting, but it feels more like a kid's story explaining things about the world we know the actual reason for. Tough crowd, huh? Why don't you tell me a story and I'll judge it. So you're looking for additional takeaways? How about this? Seeing how Big Sister's anger led to her demise, irritated people were henceforth referred to as salty. Oh, I got another one. Seeing how Big Sister's shortcomings as a little mill operator led to her demise, unqualified people were henceforth referred to as not being worth their salt. Hey, this is fun. You should go. I'll keep on coming up with morals to do with salt. I think it's kind of interesting as this game goes on. The ninja here seems like a little more like interested on what the shopkeeper has to say, and the shopkeeper definitely like is more friendly, even though like they're really snarky towards each other. They definitely, you know, they kind of grow in a relationship that really just forms through these little dialogue boxes. You know, is it anything? Maybe not, but I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. So yeah, this is the Cloud Ruins. You know, we're probably gonna die because of, you know, I could upgrade my health to have 4 and then I wouldn't have to worry about dying to these spikes, but I'm so determined to get, you know, 1,000. Like, you know, I'm like really close. I really thought I was gonna be able to jump up there. I mean, maybe I'm able to, I don't know. Here's the thing, like, I really do love this game. I've played the beginning of it a lot more than, like, the ending part of it. And, I mean, I'm not really telling you how much longer this game is. I don't want to ruin it for you. But, you know, I'm not going to know where everything is. There's a lot more to this game, I won't lie. You know, and honestly, probably by the end of next part, you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. It probably won't be answered in this part, I don't think. I think by the end of next part, though, you'll definitely have a greater understanding of what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I don't know where everything is. Like, I like this game, but I haven't played it, like, a super amount of times. I'm a huge fan of it, and, you know, honestly, after this Let's Play, you know what ends up happening after I do a Let's Play? I become so much more familiar with the game. That's what happened with The Incredible Machine. Like, I feel like if I were to do any of those puzzles now, after doing that Let's Play, I guarantee I'll know where, like, I'll know all the solutions to it. Whereas, like, you know, I had played The Incredible Machine, like, I don't know, like, not that long before the Let's Play. Like, it was like a year or something, but that wasn't enough to retain it, so. Alright, let's not mess this up here. This is a kind of a cool section here. I mean, it's scarier, I think, than it actually is. You know, it looks scarier than it... It looks scarier than it looks. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Alright, there's some time shards down there. How do we... Is there a little sneaky way in there? Okay, it's right here. It's not really that sneaky at all. It's literally just right here. Little... Not... This is even a time cache, but it's a nice little spot. Look at that, 777, by the way. Now, I do think there's something here. We might not be able to get it, though. Maybe? I want to say there is something we can do here. Yeah. Actually, we won't be able to do this right now. But we can at least get those, so that's something, I guess. Oh, this is something, because it doesn't have that pit animation. See those dots down there? It didn't have that, so we knew we could come down here. Similarly, there's probably something over here. Maybe? That seems like there probably was something over there, but I just kind of messed that up. But of course I died, so, you know, we gotta go through this again. Which, whatever, you know, I'm gonna lose some time shards. I am gonna try this again. I don't know, maybe I'm nuts. But, you know, all the stuff that I'm really feeding to Corbel here is stuff that I kind of already skipped, so this isn't really, like, anything that I would have had anyway, and Corbel's gone, so... I mean, that death, honestly, I just have to do this again, and I'm still trying to save up for the 1,000 shards, so it's kind of okay. This really isn't the worst. You know, I'll just grab these again. Alright, I have a hunch that probably is nothing, but I don't know, it feels like something. I'm gonna try again. I don't know, maybe I'm super wrong, but it really feels like you could go over there. I don't know, maybe I just didn't do that right. No, that's nothing. The screen did not scroll over. Alright. Admit it, you did that just because you wanted to see me. I don't think I even read Corbel's text last time. He probably said something along the lines of, like, "Ha, you died again." I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing on this go. So, the 16-bit messenger look, I don't know. I'm kind of like... Here's the thing. I never grew up with the Sega Genesis, so I don't have any nostalgia for it. And, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it compares to the to the Super Nintendo. But that being said, it's not like the graphics themselves are any worse. I mean, if you look at the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo, just in terms of looks, like, there's not really a difference. Like, there's really not. But, like, the music is another story, and I have just never been a huge fan of the sound chip of the Sega Genesis. I think some games pull it off pretty well. I think Sonic does a great job with it. And, you know, I don't know, maybe Sonic would sound good on... Why am I going back in here? There's nothing to talk about. Oh, wait, no, there's something new in here. What am I doing? So, cool hat. Oh, you like that? Is it why you chose to wear one as well? What? Well, you have the same hat. No, I got it first. Oh, is that what you're going to tell yourself? Fine. I did have the hat first, and you were all over it. Right, yeah, that all happened, sure. It's true, though. Look, you can put your head in the sand all you want in the attempt to preserve your ego, but clearly it's not going to work on the person that was there when it all happened. Alright, well. The shopkeeper has the hat now. I guess. But, again, I don't know if it's because, like, I'm just used to Sonic having that sound chip and it has good music. Also, we gotta run away from this dragon now, by the way. This is actually, gonna be the first of a couple of segments that is definitely very easy to die in because it's an auto-scroller. And yeah, you can definitely very easily die in this. So you just gotta kind of try and stay ahead as much as possible. Which, as long as you're just kind of, you know, using your instinct and, you know, going for it, then you should have no issue doing that. Is there a chat with this now? For some reason, I think there is now. There really usually only is before the boss, so I guess I shouldn't be... I don't know why I was thinking that. I don't know. For some reason, I thought there was something there. Okay, be careful. But yeah, I don't know if it's just because, you know, Sonic just has good music, and so, like, it doesn't matter that it's, like, maybe limited by the Sega Genesis sound chip. I know some people, you know, they really like it, and they don't like the Super Nintendo one, which, to me, sounds insane. Like, I won't lie. Oh, we got, this is one we just gotta go. And, you know, like, I think it's just probably all a matter of preference, but, you know, like, that one just doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, that's just, I don't know if that's a nostalgia thing. I guess for people who maybe didn't grow up with either, they might be able to make a better comparison. And that's something I would love to know. So if you, I don't know, maybe you're a younger viewer, you never grew up with the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo, you know, give some games, you know, a listen. I mean, obviously it's all pretty subjective based on, you know, what you listen to. I think maybe the best comparisons probably you could draw would be like Super Mario World compared to like Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I mean, kind of definitely different soundtrack styles, but you know, like both like beginning games of their respective consoles, pretty well-known ones. I think those would be some pretty good ones to draw a comparison to. But like also, you've probably heard both of those soundtracks at some point in your life. Who knows? Maybe not. So, you know, I would be very curious, like, honestly, to know, because, like, I like to say a lot that, like, you know, I try my best to not let nostalgia, you know, take the better of me when it comes to making, like, a fair judgment on stuff, but, you know, I think there's probably still some bias, that's because that's just what I grew up with, you know. I always say, like, you know, I'm not, like, just a Nintendo fan, you know, I like all good games. Someone, I think that was asked me today, or maybe that was the other day, you know, I just like good games, but, you know, I definitely do lean towards Nintendo, but I think they just kind of make the games that I enjoy, so, I don't know, Nintendo just kind of makes good games, just kind of, you know, it's just kind of how it is. You know what else makes good games? Sabotage Studio. I won't lie. Oh, we just got 1,000! Look at that. We just hit it. Let's get that upgrade. Alright, there we go. Path of Resilience. So defense up. Incoming damage of 2 or more will be reduced by 1. That is a heck of an upgrade, because now we'll survive spikes twice now. Because they only do 2 damage to us. And hey, we can save up for the health upgrade, and then we'll have 7 health, and that'll be even better. You know, it was tough to get that 1,000 time shards, but we did it. We succeeded. We're in there. You know, that rope dart maneuver wasn't really that great. I thought that was gonna be we're gonna save some space between us here and this dragon, but it didn't really happen. He's coming for us. There we go. There we go. There's some good rope darting. All those lanterns. Man, the rope dart on the lanterns is definitely a really fun thing to do. When it lines itself up like that, just fantastic, honestly. Let's avoid these spikes. This is very I wanna be the guy. I never did finish that game. I literally got to the end of like the literal final boss of the game, and due to the glitchiness of that game, I never did finish it. And so that's kind of an unfortunate thing that I'll probably never do now. You know, I kind of wish I had, because I had the patience back then, back when that came out. I probably wouldn't now. I mean, a lot of that game is like definitely kind of figuring out the, you know, the cheap tricks in the game. You know, it's definitely one of those like reaction kind of games, like, oh, did you know this was gonna happen? What's the actual way to go here? I mean, this is probably, yeah, there we go. I'm surprised, that was pretty obvious that there was something over here, right? This is the first power seal of the new area over here. So I think what it wants us to do is actually get on top of this and then rope dart our way over. Look at that. This is rope dart awesomeness, man. But yeah, I don't think playing I Want to Be the Guy now would be kind of pointless, I think. We're really 20 minutes into this. I've been having so much fun. I guess we should probably call it at the next save point, which is this one. I'm going to call it the next save point. Probably before the boss, which I think is upcoming. I think we'll do this section. I want to say the boss is after this, and this is where we'll call it quits. I think this one is actually pretty tough. I feel like the first time I played this, I had a real hard time with this. Look at this guy running away. Can we get him? We probably can. We're real close. Okay, I don't know if that was smart. Whatever, we caught up. I really wanted to defeat that enemy. He was kind of minding his own business, but whatever. I got him. But too bad. It's too late for him. I needed those time shards. But yeah, the rope dart, man, it's just good. Yeah, this is definitely the end here. All right, next time on Let's Play The Messenger, we will see the Shopkeeper dialogue, and we will fight the boss of the Cloud Ruins, and we'll move forward from there. I definitely talked about a lot of random stuff in this one, so, you know, if you have any responses to any of it, let me know in the comments. I've been OdinSpack 33, and I will see you on the next part of The Messenger. So until then, take care, and goodbye.